So guys, today is the day. I've gotten a lot of messages in the past few months, few weeks, even a few days. There's a lot of people wanting to start their own YouTube channel and they were wondering how I do it and wanting tips and tricks. So hopefully this will help you without me having to reply to each individual person. And we're going to put all the information in this video, whether it's 5 minutes or 20 minutes, you're getting it all. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to show you what I use. And I'm going to tell you what a beginner would need to make decent content. Stay tuned, guys, because I'm also going to show you what computers I use that won't break the bank. I'm going to show you the software that I use that is free. Yes, I said free. I'm also going to show you how to properly tag your videos. And I'm going to show you how other content creators tag their videos. We're going to go find their tags. I was keeping this to myself, but I'm like, you know what? There's too many people that need to know this. So whenever you're making a YouTube video and you say you're making it about side-by-sides, because that's what I do. You're making a side-by-side video, whether it be riding or changing a tire. You're going to go on, you're going to find out what other content creators made a video doing something similar, and I'm going to show you how to steal their tags. That's right, I said steal their tags. Now me personally, I steal multiple YouTubers' tags for one video. I take some of their tags because their tags have gotten searched and they're getting thousands of views. Their tags are working, and I know they're working just by the view count of their videos. So you want to pick the videos with the most view counts, and that's what you're going to use. So stay tuned because we're going to show you how to do it. Okay guys, now that we got that intro out of the way, I'm going to start with the most cheapest camera setup, which is my most favorite setup actually. And that is this puppy right here. I probably only have about $280 total in this whole setup, guys. This is one of my favorite setups that I have that we use. This is a really nice mic. It's a PXL MC650 mic, and it sounds great, guys. I'm using a $25 LED light with the horseshoe mount. Now this sucker gets bright, guys. I'm not trying to blind you or my wife over here, but show you. This was $25 at Best Buy. I like this little light. I used this $25. You can actually find them for $17, but I paid $25 for this one, so I'd have it in a few days. So $17 to $30. You can find this camera holder. What do they call it? I'll have links down below in the description to everything you see here after the video. They call this a stabilizer handle. I'll have links for it so you can set it up just like so. And it makes it nice. My wife actually really likes using this thing because this whole setup is lighter than that iPhone, it almost seems like. Don't it, babe? Mm-hmm. So $25, $25, that's $50. This was $35. The camera itself, I got on a deal, but right now the camera is $200, which is the DJI Osmo Action camera. And I did buy the mic adapter to make the mic work. So I highly recommend this setup over all this stuff here. 100% my go-to. My next favorite go-to is my iPhone 12 Pro Max. And before this, I was using the 11 Pro Max and the 6 Pro. So a lot of my videos you guys see, especially the ones that are kind of quickly shot, they're shot with iPhone. And I'm going to show you a little clip right here in the corner how good this iPhone does. This thing does awesome. Now, I very recently, picked up a set of these Lavalier mics. These are a BALILA brand, I don't know. Cheap Chinese brand. I paid $80 for these, and I pair them with all this cameras and stuff. Whenever I'm wearing them, they'll work with all this stuff here. But I mainly pair them when I'm using this here, because this actually gives me the best picture quality out of all the cameras. But this one is next up to it and looks really clean and clear. I've done some videos on that, and I'll maybe have something in this corner here of something playing where you can see the picture quality on that as well. And if you haven't, and you want to know what these sound like, you're going to want to watch my DynoJet video, because me and Nick use these and this camera here on the 12 Pro Max, and that video turned out super sweet. I also have this Maki mic. It's a Chinese Rode knockoff, and it does sound really good. I pair it with the GoPro whenever I have it in its vlogging mount, which is over there in pieces. That's why I don't have it here. But honestly, between the two, this is not really needed. It's more of a, like, if you're out in public and want to look fancy type deal. Because the mic on here does just as fine. This does make it a little bit more crisper, but not as bad. Now, this is the GoPro Hero 8 Black. Now, if you compare these two cameras side by side, this one right here, the DJI, knocks this one out of the park. The colors, the stabilization, the picture quality, hands down, far better than the GoPro Hero 8 Black, guys. But this camera right here, this is normally what I mount to the roll cage of the side-by-side and go get my down and dirty footage. I have the GoPro Hero 7 White, and I can't recommend it to anybody, not even for a first-time camera. The reason why, these cameras are about $200 right now. Maybe you can find them for $100, but they only do 1080p. The picture is grainy. It just ain't that great. It ain't horrible, but it ain't that great. And when stacking the money up on this compared to the $200 DJI, get that camera, because that camera is 4K and it's hands down way better than any GoPro I've ever used. Now we're going to move along to the Caso V50X, which I did a review on. This camera, it's okay for the money. I paid $60 for it. It's okay for $60. But you have to use it out of the case. If you got it in the case, the picture quality is garbage. The sound is just garbage. But if you take it out of the case, it's okay for $60. But now you can't always get this camera for that. It ranges anywhere between $80 to $150. And again, I just recommend saving your money and getting a decent camera. But if you have an iPhone, use your iPhone to get yourself started. I understand you can't mount your iPhone to your roll cage or to wherever you're doing it. But if you're a vlogger, use your iPhone. It's going to be the best camera you can get that you already have, most likely. One thing I do have for the GoPro, whenever I was using it, I haven't used this since I got the DJI, have I, honey?
Mm-mm.
Have not touched this stupid thing. I do like this thing. It is a gimbal, a stabilization gimbal, which a company actually sent me this for free to do a review on. This thing does work great, and it works good with the GoPros. It helps the stabilization. Now, a lot of people will argue the virtual stabilization is good. You don't need this, blah, blah, blah. But stabilization, it takes away from the picture quality. And the GoPros, in my opinion, don't have enough quality to be taken away from. So when you pair it with a stabilizer and you stabilize that footage, that's less stabilizing. The camera has to zoom, because it crops the image in order to do that. When you crop the image, you lose pixels. So whenever you use this, you don't have to use stabilization on here, and it gains you a way better picture quality. So these, I do recommend these. These are cheap. You can get them anywhere from $130 to $700. This one, I believe, is like a $99 deal, but the company sent it to me, and I do recommend this. This thing does work, and you can move it all around manually with this thing. There's tons of like video reviews. I even think I did one on YouTube as well. Moving along here, we already talked about the lavalier mic. I highly recommend these, and if you want to know exactly what they sound like with two people using them, definitely check out my DynoJet video where we did the DynoJet tuner, which was just a couple of days ago. So just search DynoJet, but I guarantee I'll have it linked down in the description below. So I do recommend these highly, very, very highly. I also recommend a vlogging stick. These are cheap. They can be found a dime a dozen. I don't recommend them being all the way out here because the weight, even with just a phone, the weight plus shaking. So you need stabilization on when you're using this thing. Otherwise, you're going to make your viewers sick. You're going to want to get extra batteries. Extra SD cards, and power banks. We have 3 or 4 of these things, and I use the crap out of them. Absolute crap out of them. The very second thing after you pick a camera, you're going to want to get this kit. I'm not going to open it because it's plumb full, but I'll show you in a picture right here of what comes in this thing. You can find these on Amazon. They're like $20. Well worth the investment. So, if you're getting started with YouTube and you want to go all out, you want an action camera that you can mount to a roll bar, you can mount to this thing and look all kinds of professional. With this and this whole setup, you're in it for about $300. And you're going to have one of the best setups that there is to have other than a $3,000 DSLR camera. You don't need all that stuff to be a YouTuber. But you do want your videos to be crystal clear. You do want them to be entertaining. You want them to have good sound quality. But you don't need to spend $5,000 on a camera to do it. Trust me, guys. All these people who are going out of their way to buy DSLR cameras and all that stuff to become a YouTuber, they're spending their money in the wrong places. This is the most wonderful setup even for vlogging, because you don't need this whole thing for vlogging. You just need the camera and this selfie stick. For vlogging, nobody on the other end of the screen knows what your camera's like. But if you're going out in public like I do, you gotta look like you are somebody. You know what I mean? And it's cheap too. This setup right here. If I was walking by somebody that had this and I didn't know anything about cameras, guys, I'd be like, geez, that guy's got a ton of money in his camera setup. But me knowing everything I've learned in the last 4 years of YouTube, I should have bought this in the beginning, and I wouldn't even have any of this. That's just the way it would be. But I am kind of a camera junkie, and I do like having cameras. And you never know, like I want to leave this one set up for whenever I go do like my B-roll shots, or if my wife has to record us, you know, doing my rear diff or whatever. I want to keep this one set up like that for that stuff. I want to be able to just grab my GoPro, put some extra batteries in my pocket, go chuck it on the roll cage of my side-by-side, and go have a ball with it. Because this camera does do pretty good. It's just expensive, but I already have it because I didn't know about the DJI camera until a couple of months ago. Had I known about that camera being out, this thing wouldn't even be in my arsenal. As for this thing, I mainly use it for on-the-go live chats, because this can become a webcam, and it does do awesome at live streaming. And if you got an iPhone and you want to use the lavalier mics, you're going to have to get you an iPhone adapter. Learn from my mistake. Only buy Apple branded products. It'll save you money. The Apple branded adapter is $9 at Best Buy. I'll probably have a link to that down below as well. That cost me $18 and it doesn't work. It does, but the sound quality sucks. Buy the Apple branded stuff. Now let's go upstairs. I'm going to show you what I use computer-wise. I'm going to show you what I use to do my thumbnails with. And I'm going to show you the program that I edit videos with. And I'm going to show you how to steal other YouTubers' tags, which is the most important one of this whole video. Let's go.
Yep.
So guys, when I'm live streaming, this is the setup that I've been using. It's a tripod with my camera on it. It's an AverMedia camera, which I do like. I would prefer the R.N.G camera though, which I'll have linked down below, as well as that one. They're both good cameras, but the R.N.G comes with better software than that one. And the lighting ring that you can adjust your lighting, so that makes for a better live stream. Now, so you're wondering what program I use that is free, and it is a professional program, and I love it. DaVinci Resolve 17, and I'm using it with a MacBook Pro M1 chip with 8 gigabytes of RAM and a 512 SSD. I'm also using it with a Mac Mini dual screen setup, Mac Mini M1, 8 gigs of RAM and 512 megabyte of storage. I also have an external storage hard drive. One is portable that I take with me for this. It has my music that I use in my videos. It has other videos and other things that I add with my videos. And the best part about it is, this is free. The MacBook is about $1,000 used, like refurbished, or $1,314 brand new. I do like the MacBook. It's one of my favorite machines. I have been through so many computers and laptops, and none of them edits 4K footage like these setups do. This laptop, hands down, will render out a 4K freaking video, 20-minute video file in like 2 minutes. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even exaggerating. Hands down, Apple's the way to go, and they've made things affordable. This Mac Mini was like $800, okay? If you were to get a Windows computer that could actually flawlessly, non-aggravatingly edit 4K footage, you're gonna pay about $2,000 or more. So the Mac Mini, which you can connect to your existing monitors, I got 2 monitors. These monitors are about $300 a piece. You don't need that, but I wanted it, so I bought it. And the M1 Mini is about $800. And it flawlessly does it. If you guys want to see how well, maybe I could record like a session of me editing If you guys want to see it, comment down below. Maybe I will. That way you guys can see just how flawless the Macs do over the cheaper Windows PCs. Now, for the part you've been waiting for. Nope. How I do my thumbnails is Keynote that comes with Apple. I also use the Apple iMovie sometimes, not always. But for my thumbnails, I use Keynote, which is super easy to use. A teenager could use it. You just drag your picture in here, which I don't think I have any. I keep my desktop kind of clean. Drag your picture in here, you edit it all. I can create a thumbnail in about 2 minutes. A really decent thumbnail in 2 minutes. So that's what I use. Again, comes with the Mac. It's free. Now, you want to see how to do video tags from other YouTubers, see what they're tagging their videos at. So we're going to go find a video. And let's see here. Let's sneak up on Simply New England. Let's see how he tags his videos. This is his most newest one. It's only got 243 views, but hey, who cares? We're gonna right click anywhere around the video. We're gonna go to View Page Source. It's gonna bring a screen up. We're gonna hit Control F. It's gonna bring up a search button. You're gonna type in keyword. Mine's already typed in there. You're gonna smash that enter button. Right after you smash the like and the subscribe button on this video, it's gonna, can you zoom in here?
Yeah, I can.
It's gonna bring it up where he tagged his video. And you can click this, see, these are his tags. And you can go steal all of his tags. Let's see. Yep, he tagged a lot of tags. Okay. And there's where it says link, that's the end tag. You're gonna right click this, copy it, and then you're gonna paste it in your video tags when you upload your YouTube video. Also, when editing a video, I highly recommend a good pair of headphones. These are some Sonys, and whenever guys say that my audio sounds like crap, I laugh because all my edits go through these, and I know exactly how they sound. So, get a new device and quit whining about your $50 Android device sounding like crap, because that's probably what's happening. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. Click the thumbs up for sure. And click the bell so you know when we drop another video. This one needed to happen. I've had a lot of questions and it takes up a lot of my time. So I figured save some time, answer all the questions, and we'll see you in the next one. And if you want to learn how to use DaVinci Resolve, there's lots of tutorials. That's how I learned. It takes time. It only took me I don't know how many years just to be able to do a couple transitions. Peace.